When a millionaire nearly runs out of money, he doesn't give up. He doesn't just sit back and watch his empire crumble. For me, that means picking up the tools again. You can take away the wealth, but you can never take away the drive to revive. Hello everybody and welcome back to My Garage Revivals. Alright, so yes, it is basically a brand new week. And as you can see, I have put the pickup truck to good use today. So we are over here at TC's shop, and yeah, he managed to organize a lot of parts for Lacko's Mercedes, as well as some wheels and tires for his own truck that we need to install on it. And he also cut me a pretty awesome deal on some parts for the pickup truck here. But yes, we are gonna have to stop spending money for a bit because I had to make quite a huge payment over to the bank in order to start paying off my loan that has been in arrears for quite some time now. So yeah, we paid them a total of 100,000, and I obviously had to spend a bit more money on other parts and stuff. But I do have some good news. At least we are going to be finishing up TC's 1969 Dodge Charger, not TC's, Keith's 1969 Charger. So yeah, today we're just gonna button that car up and then we are going to send it down the road. So yeah, let's head back to our shop so that we can get that thing put back together and hopefully get the last bit of money for the payment, and then we should be golden for then. Alright, and we are back at the shop, and yeah, I decided to just park over here close to the suspension shop. We're going to offload all of the wheels and tires here. So these ones are going to be going onto the Ford F100 once we can get a little bit of time to do that, although that is not really something that is very necessary today to do. But yeah, it'll be good once we can get these wheels fitted, because then I know at least we're going to have some better clearance when we go down our driveway back at the house. It's not catching as it sits now, so it's not really that bad. Alright, so let me just continue by offloading all of these parts, and yeah, we'll catch you guys once we are back into the body shop. Alright, so we are over at the body shop now, and we've got a couple of parts for the F100 here as well. So I've got a new grille with basically some chrome accents that's just gonna change the front end look of this truck a bit. And I've also managed to get the small mirrors that I was talking about in the last episode. So yeah, TC definitely hooked us up with a bunch of stuff now for the Mercedes. I'm definitely going to start buying parts from there from now on. These ones I actually bought from the shop just here by the bridge, and it was a little bit more expensive than TC would have been. So yeah, luckily we do have all of those parts as well. So now we're just going to get the bumpers offloaded. So we've got basically a body kit for the Mercedes wagon, because I decided since we changed the wheels, we might as well slap a little bit of a body kit on this thing. So we've got a new rear bumper, which we do have the trim on the rear bumper already. The front bumper, I had to get some trim as well, so that is already fitted here. So that is looking very good. Alright, and then we've got our obvious parts that we were missing, like the hood. So we're gonna slap a hood on this thing a bit later on, and then yeah, we'll get to all of those parts in a second. That's quite a lot of work we need to get done today actually. We've also got some new side skirts for the Mercedes wagon, so those are also going to go on the car. Alright, and let's just grab the other one as well. Alright, there we go. So that is the side skirts. And then we've obviously got the fender that we were missing on the passenger side, so we're going to be able to get this fitted as well. So I might have to order some more trim pieces, like the door trim on the driver's side I believe is also a bit bent. So we might have to get some new ones of those because they look a little bit tired. So yeah, I didn't order those just yet. But yes, I think it's time for us to start working on Keith's 1969 Dodge Charger. As you can see, we've got a whole lot of parts going on everywhere. So what I think we're going to start with is probably the wheels and tires, which I have got some brand new spacers. So we are going to grab some tools. Let's grab the screwdriver. I don't think we're going to need the pry tool to install parts. We're gonna need our screwdriver and wrench basically. So let's see if we can start maybe with these wheels. So I've got some wheel spacers, also color coded in the chrome orange. So we're just gonna get these bolted down. You might be wondering where the Volvo is. The Volvo is currently over in the paint booth, awaiting its final paint, because I actually did manage to get it painted in primer over the weekend, so that has been sitting there for quite some time already. So we just gotta get that card sprayed up as well. We did take out a lot of parts from it as well, so it's scattered down the workbench over there, so we'll sort that out once we finish painting the car. So yeah, obviously I had to get the old wheels off of this Charger in order to put it on the Volvo so we can do the paint job. Alright, but there we go. So that is the wheels and tires installed, and now we can go down with our little scissor lift here. Alright, so yes, those wheel spacers definitely did the trick, and this thing looks a little bit better with those wheel spacers on it now. And I think once we get everything installed, this is going to be a true masterpiece. So what I also did is, as you may notice, we put the decals on the doors for the General Lee, or from the General Lee actually. So we are kind of doing a mashup between a Fast and Furious Dodge Charger as well as a General Lee. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. I decided not to put the flag on the roof because I just think that that is a signature to the General Lee, and we're not really copycatting the General Lee in all that. So we're just gonna get our engine fitted here as well. So we've got some brand new cables and everything installed already, so this is just the final piece of the puzzle. Getting the engine mounted, making sure everything is bolted down. The transmission is already sorted out. So yeah, today hopefully we're going to be able to fire this thing up and see if it actually runs and drives under its own power. That'll actually be the first time this car does run, if it does start up. Alright, and I did mock up the exhausts a little bit, and it seems like these are going to work quite well. So we're going to go ahead and bolt them down. But yeah, that looks like it's not catching on anything. Alright, let's grab this one. Get it into there and just bolt it down. Alright, so that is, if I'm not mistaken, engine bay sorted. We've got a bolt on the starter that is tightened up already, so we are sorted with that. We just need to get our fuel line mounted. And then if we put some fluids in this thing should actually fire up, because I do want to move it out of the way a little bit. Once I can get this fuel line into place. There we go. Alright, so we've got a nice bright orange fuel line as well. So that is sorted out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to top up all of the fluids. We're going to see if this thing finally wants to fire up. And I might have to move the truck out because I want to pull it sort of in the center of the shop. So let's just pop this in the bed of the truck again, along with the two mirrors, and then we'll sort this out maybe outside. Alright, so let's quickly pull the truck out, and then I'm gonna see if we can get the fluids topped off in the Charger, and I'm gonna bring you guys back up to speed once I try and fire that thing up. Alright, so there we go. We've got oil, we've got coolant. I did do the brake fluid quite a while ago. I just wanted to check one last thing. Where did I put the wrench now? That's a bit of a concern because I can't recall what I did with it. So I wanted to check if the main brake line is actually tightened down. So yeah, let me just quickly see if I can find this wrench again. Alright, there we go. So there's our wrench, and I just wanted to make sure we didn't forget that bolt over there. So that is nice and tight, so that is good. Alright, so moment of truth. Does this thing fire up, and does it move under its own power? So let's hop in here. Just gotta go down a bit for this roll cage. Alright, fingers crossed. And there we go. Fired up, no problem. It's idling a bit weird at first because of probably all the modifications we did to this engine. So yeah, this thing is gonna probably have quite a bit of power. Alright, so let's just go back a little bit and we'll stop it right over there. Right, handbrake up. And let's just crouch down for the roll cage. And there we go. So we are now ready to start putting the final touches on this thing, which is going to be quite a lot of work. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the stuff that we can just snap into place, like these wheel arch trims. That's going to be probably the quickest and easiest to do. So we'll do all of these snap-on parts first. Alright, and let's grab the last one of those. Alright, so that is sorted, so we can tick that off the list. All of those parts bolt down, so we've got windows. So let's grab our windows. The car's a little bit far actually, so let's just try and push it a bit forward so that we can get to these parts quicker. Alright, just like that. I think that is better. We just moved it a little bit forward. Okay, so we're going to continue with the windows. And then we're going to pop in all of these. I think this is for the passenger side over there. And we'll grab this one for the front left. Then we've got our right door window over there. So I haven't tinted these. I think we might actually slap some tint on before we send this thing over to to Keith. Why does TC's name keep popping up in my mind? I don't know. Probably because I have to start working on his truck a bit later on. But yes, let's just finish off Keith's 1969 Dodge Charger first. We've got a couple of pieces of trim still. These ones go at the back over here. And yes, we've still got a lot of trim pieces to go. So let me slap this on as well. Alright, and that goes over there. Yeah, that actually is starting to look good already, and we haven't even done everything yet. Right, so yeah, I don't know what this is. It's just basically like the window trim. It goes all around. We've got two of those, one for left and right. Alright, that looks decent. And then that's the rear wing. Let's go with this. This also pops into place on the trunk. Just like that. And what else can we just pop into place? Probably these rear glass and front glass. So this has got that little sun strip as well on. So just painted it the same color as the car. Alright, so there's the front windscreen. And then we've got some more pieces of trim here. This is for the roof. So this goes on the little edge back here. Just like that. That is looking very good. Right, the next one for the passenger side. Let's get this installed. That pops into place over there. And then we'll get this rear wing now. And we'll just bolt that down. Right over there. And over on that side. So yeah, that is looking very decent. I think this is a very good color scheme to go with. It's a very nice combination, I think. Alright, we've got all the bolts still in chrome. I think that's also going to contribute towards the whole flashiness of the car a little bit. Because I didn't want to go and really make everything chrome orange. Just a little note here. We've got the grille of a 1968 Dodge Charger on this car. I just figured that's going to look a little bit interesting. Just to make this front end look a little bit more tidied up. And also he's going to have some working headlights. Because the other grille he had on the car didn't have any headlights in. So that is definitely going to add a little bit more feature to the vehicle. At least he's going to be able to drive this thing on the road at night. Right, so let's tighten up this rear bumper as well. Yeah, that is definitely looking very good. Right, so let's do the taillights maybe next. And we've got all these tiny little things still to do. And then it's just going to be the interior. Right, so we'll pop that in there. Let's grab the other one. So I already changed the bulbs to this as well. This is a brand new bulbs all around. So all of the taillights should hopefully work as well. We've got brand new headlight bulbs as well. So yeah, I think this car is going to be 100% sorted once we are done today. Alright, let's just bolt down these, or screw down these taillights, and I think that is basically the rear end done. We've got a couple of badges and trim pieces here, so let's continue with this. So this is the gas filler cap. We're going to pop it into there. And this is the badge for the roof. It goes over there. Yeah, everything is chromed in this orange chrome, so I think that is definitely looking very flashy. Alright, even the badges for the doors, as well as the rear badge, has been done the same. So yeah, I actually went quite all out with this. I think this is the one for the rear. Yeah, that goes right over there. Perfect. And where's the other one for the door? Right over there. Pop it onto there. We've got some blinkers. Yeah, we might as well do this. I'm gonna need the screwdriver for that. So let's grab the other one as well. And just screw it down. Perfect. And then I think we can start with, let's do the hood lock pins first, because they go on the front. Should probably close the hood for this. Right, so there's the right hood lock pin. Where did I put the left one? There it is. Okay. Right, perfect. And then we've got a door mirror, driver side only. Alright, smashing. That is looking very good. So I think most of these things, okay, this is just the antenna. This goes over there. So I even let them color code the antenna for us. So that is awesome. It's also going to match the car very nicely. And then we've got these blinkers. Let's pop those in as well. Front right. And then we've got the trunk pins, just to keep the trunk locked down as well. Goes over there. And this one as well. It goes somewhere over there. There we go. Alright, so that is sorted. Some reverse lights. Right, that is a nice little touchdown here. Perfect. And let's go and do the last one. And then it's just the two little blinkers, and then this thing should be done on the exterior. Alright, let's bolt that down or screw it down. Perfect. And then it's the last two pieces over here. This is the rear right quarter light or little blinker. And last but not least, I'm going to pop this one in. Rear left quarter panel. And that is everything done on the exterior. Alright, so now obviously we need to tackle the interior of the car. So we already have got the seats fitted. We are going to have to take out this dashboard, which is looking a little bit tight, and I think that is actually a screw. So we're going to just come over here. We're going to undo all of these screws. Alright, and let's go over to this side. And I think there's one right over there. And let's pop this dashboard out. Alright, so this is going to be taken over to the junkyard or over to Steve's pawn shop maybe. Alright, so while we've got that dashboard out, I think let's also do the steering column first. We're going to remove the old one. Alright, so out with the old, which is actually not that bad. We could have actually sent this over for the color coding, but that's okay. We've got a brand new one here. So let's pop this one in. And we've also got a nice custom colored steering wheel to match the whole steering column. So that is looking very decent. Alright, perfect. Now I think it's time to start with the other parts of the interior. I think this, our headliner, will just pop into place. Just like that. So that is headliner sorted. Alright, let's grab our new dashboard. Also, everything has been color coded. Got some brand new dials and cluster and everything installed in this thing. So yeah, this car is going to be as good as new once it rolls out of here. Just like that. And let's do the upper dash pad next. Alright, and let's just pop it into there. And the last two screws. That is awesome. We've got everything sorted out. Yeah, this interior is going to be very beautiful once we are done. I can just tell it. Let's do the rear right panels. Start with these. Alright, let's pop this one in. Right, and let's just get to all of these bolts. Alright, and then let's continue with the right hand side. We're going to do the front right door panel. Just zip that down, and this one. Yeah, that is looking very good actually. Alright, and let's do the rear lift. Alright, looks like I'm going to reach the bolts from here. That is perfect. And the last one, rear lift. And zip it down and zip that down. Alright, and last but not least, we're going to do our front lift door card. Zip that one down and that one. And now the last piece of the puzzle. Then I think this car is finally done. We just need to install this part. And there we have it. So that is Keith's 1969 Dodge Charger sorted out. So I think we're going to pull this thing outside. And yeah, just see what it looks like in the sun as well. And then we'll take some pictures. And once again, that is going to be the thumbnail for this video. Let's just get our seating position straight over here. There we go. Alright, and let's fire it up once again. Alright, she runs smooth as butter. Alright, yeah, it's definitely a bit hard to see behind you with the roll cage installed, but that is basically what we were going for. We were going for a race car look. And I actually think this thing will be a killer drag machine as well. Right, we're just going to put it over here. Alright, let's see if we can hop out of this thing. Alright, yes, I think that is looking very good. Yeah, I just really hope that Keith is going to be happy with this car. It was a lot of work, and I can honestly say that this is probably... that's a little bit of dust on the hood there. We could probably get that rinsed off. But yes, this has been one of the biggest projects that I've tackled so far over here at FUNCLE's Customs. And it's actually one of the first projects that we really had from a customer. Yeah, I might have to see what that is. It might be something in the paint, or could it be rust starting to pull through again? Yeah, that would not be good, so we'll need to get that sorted out before we ship this thing. Because I did give this thing a buff, and that rust wasn't there before, so it looks like the rust is starting to show on the hood again. So yeah, look there as well. Alright, looks like I'm going to buy this car a brand new hood first before we ship this over to Keith. Yeah, I can see it's sort of bubbling everywhere, so I'm going to have to sort that out for him. Alright, but nonetheless, minus the hood that's a bit rusty, I think this car is perfect. And we are going to sort out the last few things. We're going to tint the windows, maybe just slightly. And then this thing is going to be ready to be shipped back to Keith. And yeah, hopefully he's going to be able to enjoy the car for quite some time. I actually moved the F100 up onto the two-post lift there so that we can change the wheels if we get to it. But right now I want to actually focus more on customer vehicles. I don't know why I closed the garage door. Let's just open this one for some fresh air. Alright, so yeah, as I said, I want to just work on customer vehicles mostly. So we're going to try and get this job a little bit further so that we can start getting some more money into our pocket, because we are a little bit low on money. And I think at this point every single bit can help. So we're gonna also grab the hood on this car. We're just gonna get everything bolted down, everything mocked up. I just want to see if everything is gonna line up perfectly the way it should be. Alright, so let's do this one as well. And I think we can also do the front bumper. So next in line for this car would be a little bit of bodywork, rust removal, and then obviously we're going to paint the whole thing in primer, and then we are going to probably paint the car its original color, this white that you can see on the car. We're going to be doing just the white on probably beige interior again. So we are going to be ripping out the interior of this thing, make sure it's going to be nice and fresh. Alright, so now I'm hunting for the rear bumper bolts. Alright, so there's one. And we've got another one over there. Alright, so is that going to come off? Alright, there it is. Okay, now we are going to need our pry tool once again, because I need to get that little bumper trim off the rear bumper. Alright, so we can slap this onto the new rear bumper. Yeah, that looks good. I think that's definitely not a problem. Alright, so we've got that bumper on. Let's just go and bolt it down. As I said, I'm just mocking up everything now, seeing if there's any problems with gaps and stuff like that. I think the driver's side door, the driver's side doors, we need to obviously do a little bit more Bondo work too, because we did start with it, but then we ran out of Bondo. So I might have to go and grab some more Bondo, but I think we can actually do that after this thing has been sandblasted, and then we'll sort it out from there. So I think what I want to do is maybe also pop on the new side skirts. We're just going to see how that's going to look. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, these have definitely seen some better days as well. Alright, let's pop this one on. And we'll pop this one off. And then we're going to pop on the brand new one, the body kit one. Okay, yeah, we've got plenty of rust there, so we're going to have to pop that off again. Right, so that is more or less the body put back together on this car. So we're going to get a pretty decent idea of what is happening with this car and what else we need to get sorted still. So we've got the grille, we've got the headlight, but I don't think we really need to mount everything. Although, yeah, maybe for mocking up purposes, let's do this. I think, yeah, let me just do it like this. We're going to put everything in our backpack. And I think, where the heck is my phone? Oh my goodness, I actually left this at the shop, I see. Didn't see it in my backpack. Okay, and then we're going to grab the grill. This doesn't want to go in the backpack. Obviously, it's a little too big. We'll grab the piece of trim. We've got a emblem. I don't think we're going to mount the emblems just yet, because then I'm going to have to take them off again. So we'll grab the grill as well, and we're going to get a good idea if this thing is nice and straight at the front. Alright, so let's pop that open. Alright, well, everything should be actually straight, because we replaced the fender, we replaced the front bumper now, we did a little bit of work to the interior panels as well, so that should also be nice and straight. And I just dropped the damn thing. Let's put it back on. Alright, so there's our first screw, and there's the second one. Alright, so let's get our blinkers and all of that fitted. Alright, headlight. Alright, so this headlight goes on this side. So I haven't installed the light bulbs just yet, so we'll get that sorted once we are ready for it. And let's do this side. Yeah, everything sort of lines up quite decently. We're going to have to bolt that down probably. So let's get our screwdriver put down. We're going to grab the wrench. And let's maybe zip that down. Alright, but yes, I think it actually looks pretty decent. So what I'm going to do next to this car, I'll probably do this off camera, because it's a little bit boring and repetitive doing everything on camera. So I'm going to strip out all of the glass off camera. We're going to start maybe even sandblasting this thing, so we can get all of the rust taken off. and then I'll move it over to the paint booth, and then we can obviously do the primer paint on it, and then yeah, we will probably sort this thing out quite quickly because there's not a lot of work still going on. What I would like to do now is rip out this interior, because I have to order a new one, and I want to make sure that I get the right stuff, because obviously all of these Mercedes have got different body panels, because you get a coupe, you get a cabriolet version, so I'm gonna try and figure that out, but I got no idea where that bolt is of that one. I don't even recall if these have bolts. Do they have bolts? How do these things come off again? Maybe those ones are a bit damaged, so let's see if we can get a reference over here. It's over there. Okay, so we've got bolts down there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative to get this thing off. Alright, but there it is. Okay, that is one very bad looking door pillar. Let's see if I can find this bolt over here. Right, I think I've got it. Okay, so let's pop that down over there. And this one isn't dented at least, so we can at least see the bolt. Alright, so we're gonna have to order some new door panels for sure. This one is also looking, yeah, like it's on its last legs. Oh boy, yeah, that's a lot of trim in this car. We even got the headliner that we still need to remove. But let's get the rear seat taken out next so that we can actually see what we are working with back here. Right, the rear seat isn't too bad, so we don't have to replace everything, at least. Right, let's take off the driver's seat for now. I might have to put this back so that we can actually drive the car again, because we know it runs and drives now. Yeah, the seats are actually not too bad. Okay, except for this one. This one is quite bad actually. And we found another part. Was under the seat. Was the broken headlight for the passenger side. Okay, so yeah, that is how we're gonna eventually find more and more stuff in this car as we strip it further. Where's this bolt down there? Right, let's put that seat outside as well. That seat we're gonna have to replace. That is a little bit shot. Okay, and then center console, we'll pop this out for now. And let's also grab the carpet out of here. Okay, so there's the carpet. The carpet isn't too bad, but I think we'll get a new one rather. Okay, so next up, I just wanted to check this gear shifter is actually the wrong color. This is a black gear shifter. So we'll probably replace this with a matching beige one. But we are going to reinstall this again in order to have the car function. We are going to leave the dashboard in, but we can take our headliner out. So that is going to require the screwdriver, which I probably put over here. There we go. Right, so let's take off this rear view mirror so I can have a look at this. And there's our old headliner. Right, so the headliner itself is definitely a little bit worn. That sun visor is also shot, so we might as well just replace the whole thing anyway. Alright, and yeah, the sun visor is not bad. Might be able to reuse this one, so we'll put it down over there for now. Alright, and yeah, I nearly forgot. Let's check our rear view mirror. Yeah, obviously I need to get a new one of those as well. How's the center console? Center console is also basically on its last leg, so we might as well replace that. Now where did I put... Oh, there it is. Okay, so the pry tool I'm looking for, because we can remove these pieces of trim. Okay, and let's grab the other one. Alright, once again, this trim isn't too bad, but I might actually replace that anyway. I think that is basically the interior stripped. We've got a trunk carpet here. which isn't bad. I might actually just reuse this. That is something we could reuse. Alright, so we are going to remove the carpet from the sides of this wagon. And who knows what we might find behind here. There might be rust. So far so good. So we'll look at this side as well. No, it doesn't seem like there's any hidden rust back there, but we are going to need 2 new side carpets because those are definitely looking a little bit tired. We've got a couple of windows and glass and such. We need to order the windscreen anyway. We can probably also check the wiper motor here. I think it's one bolt over there and that'll pop off. Okay, so there's the wiper motor and the wiper arm itself. We need to definitely replace the wiper because the wiper is a little bit crusty and rusty, so we'll get a new one of those. You could probably see it in the sun a bit better. Let's put it down over there. Yeah, that is definitely quite bad, so we'll get a new wiper blade. So luckily this car just has one wiper blade, so we'll just get one brand new wiper blade for it and then we'll call it a day. I think what I'm going to do is we are going to reuse this wiper motor anyway, so let's bolt it back down. Alright, so there we go. So that is everything that I would like to strip off of this Mercedes wagon for now. As I said, I would really like to change the wheels on the F100 as well as the mirrors. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just gather all my tools quickly and I'm just going to put them back where they belong. And then we will head over to the suspension shop and we will get the wheels fitted on our Ford F100 as well as the mirrors and the grille. So that is going to be a whole different situation where we are going to have to transfer all of the parts from the current grille over to the new one, which is not really a big job. We should be able to manage this. Alright, and yeah, TC's truck is sitting quite high up onto the lift over there, so I'm hoping everything will be okay with it. Okay, so there's our new right hand side mirror and we've got our new left hand side mirror. Let's just pop them on the tires over there for now. Right, so we are going to need a wrench for most of these things, so I think let's just start with this over here. We're going to start with the mirrors. So let's undo the old farm truck mirror. Yeah, I might actually get a little bit of money back for these because they are still in pristine condition. So if we took those over to Steve's, I'm sure he will give us some money for them. Alright, and let's undo this one. Come on, Murphy's Law. The last one is always the one you struggle with. Okay, so that is the old mirrors removed. And oh, I forgot our welding machine and our air tire pump is still here, but that's okay. We are going to need the tire pump anyway. Alright, so let's grab this new small mirror. And that should actually go onto there. And we'll just zip it down 2 places. Same on this side. We're going to grab this one. Alright, so that is the mirror sorted. So now we can quickly do the 4 wheels. So let's undo this and we'll leave the best for last, or the worst job, or the biggest job for last. Alright, let's just get this wheel bolted down and we are going to repeat the process for the others. And then I'll bring you guys back up to speed once all of the wheels have been fitted and aired up. Because that is also something that takes a little bit of time to figure out and to sort out. Alright, so I have got all 4 of the brand new wheels and tires fitted. And they definitely have a little bit of a meaner look on this truck. So we don't even need wheel spacers. So that is always good if we can save a little bit of money. So there we go, all lowered down. So we can get these arms out from under it. And then we are quickly just going to strip the grille, the front grille. We've got a couple of things we need to take off from here. Alright, so it's just these 2 bolts that hold it down. Okay, and I believe if we put it down on its face like that, with our screwdriver, I need to get the screwdriver from the toolbox. We'll be able to get the headlights and everything transferred over to our new grill here. So let's bring this a bit closer. We'll also put it down on its face. Right, and let's start with unbolting everything from here. Right, and we've got a little grill insert, we've got our blinker. Let's just undo everything and then it'll sort of pop off on its own time. Right, so and the last piece, that is just the headlight over there. Alright, so this grill is now empty and it's still actually brand new, but I think the chrome one is going to add a little bit more character to this truck and make sure it looks very decent and almost like it's a little bit of a upper class model. Not really sure what to call it. But okay, we're gonna get our grill insert screwed down over there. And I think this is our left blinker for there. And just zip that down. Start with our piece of trim here on this side. And let's grab our headlight all the way over there. And get that sorted out. And last but not least, just the blinker. Let's zip that down as well. Alright, and I think that is everything we need to assemble on the grill. So let's put our screwdriver back on the toolbox or in the toolbox. We just need to mount the grill, last but not least. So there we go. And let's just bolt it down there and over there. And there we go. We've got a brand new look for our truck. So we've got different wheels, we've got a different grill, we've got different mirrors. And I think this is definitely going to be a little bit of a better look for us. So yeah, now we've got a set of 4 wheels, actually decent ones. So we might actually keep those around for a future project. I'm not too sure exactly where we should use wheels like that. Probably on a muscle car of some sort rather. But yes, I'm quite happy how this thing turned out. So I think we can probably put it out of the shop. And I'll just put it under the carport over there. And then I just need to take a quick picture of the 1969 Dodge Charger for the thumbnail still. And then we are going to sort that out. Alright, so let's see if we can fire this thing up once again. Alright, so I think we can just put it probably over here. If we take a picture in this direction, we might actually get the truck in as well. So that is pretty cool. Can show off a little bit more in our thumbnail. The truck in the background. Alright, perfect. So we've got this thing parked up. And now let's just grab our camera quickly from the office. We'll just open this door on the side. And we're gonna need our camera. Right, let's see if we can take a decent picture. It's also getting a little bit dark. I always tend to take these pictures when it's starting to get dark, so yeah, that's actually not the best. Alright, let's crouch down a tiny bit and see if we can get the truck in the background a bit. Alright, I think that is going to be a perfect picture. That is definitely going to be a nice picture for the thumbnail. So yeah, we are sorted on that. But now I think what I'm going to have to do is we are going to have to give Keith a call and have him come over here and have a look at the car. And then obviously I'm going to sort out the hood. That's a little bit rusty still, but I think that is something I'm going to do off camera. So yeah, I think that is also going to be a wrap for the episode then, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.